The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the tailback. And the ball's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Gonna run it. It's Etienne. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Fires to the big fella. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Dogs line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete to the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field. So just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got a man. It's George.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll line up for a second down play. To the air. It's Ward. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
This offense has a second down play. Handoff to the single back. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything.
And the ball's free in the backfield. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
Well, the running back really lucky he jumped on his own fumble right there, and he's going to have to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure on the ball and with ball security, because you put it on the ground, you find yourself on the sideline in this offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Restrepo. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Hurricanes are threatening in the red zone. On third and short, the power run here. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the other side.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Georgia 7, Miami 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break.
29 Philly.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Makes the grab. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Kansas is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Oklahoma. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. this, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Georgia lining up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And the returner goes down. Offense set on 1st down. Got the quick completion. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The handoff to Johnson. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Slides away. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to pass, it's Ward. Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And that's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. You saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of running room. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they got it 1st and 10 from the 28. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Dropping back. It's Beck. They're setting up the screen. Quick step and go. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. He'll take the deep shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, King.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the point after is good. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The back goes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Beck. Flips it out to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. You saw a great example of it with that running back.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking down the middle. He's got it. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can break. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half of the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on 3rd down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
Georgia sends out the punt team. A low line drive and not his best work. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield. The running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Give to the back. Discards a man. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Makes the pass. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking the football and forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's back. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And listen, the quarterback drops back. He's going through his progressions. He sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line is pressuring, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. No good. Guys, they missed a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2.
They knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback checking the play.
325.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's got an open man. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Georgia 16, Miami 14.
On the
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll turn to Martinez. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And it's right down the boulevard. And they go back on top. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
The give to the left. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Back to pass, it's back. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's caught, and it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. That is what you call putting a little air under it and letting your guy run to it.
Exactly right, Reese. It's so hard to track that football when you put so much air underneath it, and I'm trying to run with the wide receiver. He's so used to doing that every single day in practice, and you could tell he saw the ball great, went up and plucked it.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Etienne. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Etienne. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it! Can wide cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
Trying to barge their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Wow, did you see that hit by the linebacker? I mean, he came up with authority and bad intentions. Tackle for loss, man.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Snap it to the back. He just couldn't squirt his way in for the 2, and it's still a 5-point game here in the 4th quarter. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. In this quarter...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to throw. It's Ward. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game. The defense knows they're going to throw the football. 1st down, they get sacked. 2nd down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on 3rd down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Grabbed in the middle. It's Restrepo. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused